So we're just outside of New Norcia, and there's just some ruins. I just stopped here for a rest and just to look at these ruins and check a few things out. So not that far out of Perth, but these ruins are actually quite interesting. All made of stones. I actually don't know what they were. I'll have to see. This is not far out of town, so there might be a plaque or something. I'll go and see if I can check that out, but lots of rooms and fireplaces, so like a boarding house or something. I wouldn't mind bringing the metal detector out here and seeing what's here, but I presume that a lot of people would have done that, so everything's probably pretty well found. Okay, this is Woburn. This is where I turn off and head northeast for a little bit. This is basically sort of the end of anything that's rural. We've got 281 of fuel. I'll go and have a look at the sign to see how much I have. Anybody who has been out at this time of the year into the wheat belt would have come across these wildflowers. It's wildflower season at the moment, and I found a little field here, so I decided to put the bike in the middle of it and take a picture. So the highway's just over here, Plains Fines up that way, and just having a look through this field. It's quite amazing. You can see there's all pink and red ones up through here, pink ones, white ones, all sorts of ones. So just a bit of a break, so we'll get back on the road and keep on going. Everything still seems to be working quite well. So a couple of checks and we'll be on our way and get to Plains Find. So I did 430 k's until reserve, and I'm on 434 now and just pulling into Plains Find. So that's some phenomenal economy. So I'm impressed with that. I'm going to stop and take a picture next to this sign and then go and fill up. Okay, here at the Plains Find Roadhouse, I'm just going to get some fuel and something to eat, and I'm going to head down there for a look. I might put the drone up there, and then I'm going to head to Yalgoo. So phenomenal fuel economy, a bit over 4 litres, 100 k's, about 430 out of the tank before reserve. So I was only doing about 90, 100, so that's why the extra fuel. So we'll get everything packed back up after I have a sandwich and head off. Okay, we're going to go and head up and have a look at the old battery. Let's see what's up there. That should be up here over this hill. Fly on my visor. just here at the Paynes Find battery. We're going to take a look around, and if I can I might fly the drone. There's some other people here, so we'll just go and take some video. So just some old machinery, old mining machinery. Cleaner, looks similar to the ones at Cooper Pedy. Some little tiny dump truck thing, or loader. Little boiler. And this is the old battery out the back here. I've been inside here, and the lady that still runs it. Let's head off. Okay, so next is over to Yalgoo. So I'm going to let the tyres down somewhere in here. So I'll put what have we got in the front now? About 20 in there. Okay, that's the tyres are deflated a little bit to make it a little bit better on corrugations and have a little bit more grip on the gravel. So here we go. This is the start of the off-road section. Yalgoo. Get around the corner. Paynes Find to Yalgoo is 154 k's. If I can see in the front, I tend to use the middle if I can. It just gives me more of a chance if something steps out from either side. If you're in the middle, it gives you equal chance and the best chance for both sides. While if you're over one way and it stepped out from that side, you wouldn't see it as quickly to be able to react. Nice breakaway just up there. Just there in that hill. Oh. sort of saw this cemetery here. Looks like there's been rain. So I thought I'd come and take a look. Fields Find Cemetery, I think it's called. Oh, yeah, it's got a sign. Fields. So what happened here was they were using explosives in a mine, and they blew themselves up by accident in about 1899. Yeah, 1899. It's a 30-year-old. 1901. 1915, so some later ones. There you go, didn't know that was it. Do now. Logged it in the GPS. So just came out of the station country and hit a hit a bitumen road, which I wasn't expecting. So this will take us. There's a tunnel called Joker's Tunnel on the left. We'll probably go and have a quick look at that, and then into Yalgoo. See a car up there, so there might be someone there. Nice road. Nice road. So here is what happened. So they didn't find any gold here, but they dug this tunnel through the rock, and there's a few bats in here halfway along, but you can basically go right to the other side. You can see that little dot of light is the other side. It's probably what, 150-200 meters. Through the solid rock, and it's dead straight. And it's about here, it's about 6 foot, and it gets to about 5 foot halfway along and about 6 foot, so it's around about 5 to 6 foot the whole way. So pretty cool stories behind it. Pretty tough digging. You can see all the tailings out the other side there. And the old goose over there. I'm going to take a couple of photos. So there you go, that's Joker's Tunnel. Just a quick look, and we'll head off and get some fuel. Okay, let's go and get some fuel. Post. What's this? This looks like some sort of accommodation. Check that out. That's pretty fancy. It's a caravan park. Oh, maybe we'll stay here. So I decided to stop in Yalgoo, sun was beating me, and they've got a nice little caravan park thing here, so I just decided to stop in here and have a shower because there won't be too many of those along the way. So we'll take a look around. So nice grassed area, nice facilities over here, rammed earth, perfectly clean showers, nice running water, individual shower toilet in one block. They're not sort of communal where there's 5 showers in one block. Very neatly done. And a nice grassed area, and they turned off the sprinkler so I don't get wet in the morning. And then the sun's just going down. Doesn't get much better than that. Okay guys, it's the next day. I'm just getting the bike organised to head off, and then I'll get some fuel on the way, and we'll head out north of here to a crater, meteorite crater, and then around some other old ruins and Walger Rock, maybe Big Bell, and then fill up with fuel and head across, see how far we can get to Mount Augustus. So just finish up packing up the bike, I'll get my seat on, and we'll head off. Okay, about to get on the bike now and head off and get some fuel. So helmet on and off we go. So I'll catch you along the way. Okay, so we're just going to tonk off, warm the bike up slowly and head to where there's fuel. Turn the fuel tap on. So I've got a manual petcock on this. So there you go. 191 to Q. A bit further north again, just coming up to the Dalganara, I think it's how you pronounce it, Dalganara station, and the meteorite crater is named after that station. So well, we got 20, probably 30, probably 40 some k's to go. And some sort of So I was just riding along and come across this this old mine setup that's all dilapidated. There's a whole thing made out of containers over there, bits and pieces here, and this main frame thing here, another piece of it over there. So it looks like it was quite an operation. Small but quite well set up. Well, we're not far from the crater now, so only a few k's to go. No, back on the road. So this is a turn off to the crater. It's 4Ks down here. We'll go and take a look. So there's been a few people after the shower of rain coming here. Should be in here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Pull up right here next to the sign. There it is. So this is the crater. It is there's some information about it on here. I think it's about 4,000 years old. There's some information. And it was discovered by a stockman galloping his horse through here, chasing cattle, when he came up to the edge of this, through these trees. So you can imagine what sort of sight that was, galloping flat out. You can see that it's sort of pushed it, which way? I think it's come in from over here and pushed the dirt out that way. And it's still, even though it's been here 4,000 years, because of the lack of rain in these parts, it's still very much in, you know, for want of a better word, original shape. There's that pole in the middle. I've never understood why that's there. Never understood why that's there. Maybe it had a flag on it at one point to warn people or something like that. That pole has a patent number on there. Whatever that means. Siemens Brothers. So I might put the drone up to get a bit better view of this. So just around this corner should be the old outstation ruins, the shearing shed. So sandy on this corner. Up here, I can see it. Get back on the road. That caught me out, a little bit unawares. Up here is the old outstation ruins. I don't know if you can see it on the camera up here, but we'll stop in, have a quick look at the shearing shed, and maybe just go for a quick drive around and see the old buildings to the left. So here goes the old homestead back there, shearing shed here, and some other older homesteads, and there's a bore as well. So there's a shearing shed, some other older homesteads over here, the yards, and down the back here there's an old house. It's all fell down, dilapidated. So in the chook yard there. So there's not much in there, so we'll just go and have a quick look at the shearing shed. It's got some old stuff in it. Okay, so this is the front of it. There's a rickety old path. That's where they would have stored the different segregations of wool. There's a rickety, this is all falling down. Be careful. And here's the inside. It's the old stand, and the old flat belt drive would have gone down here into a motor that sat in that room. And then you had the old open gear shearing equipment up the top. They would have drove sheep into here through this gate at the back. Pretty interesting old yards. Probably got a lot of stories to tell. It's the old motor shed full of holes. Old nail holes because it's old second-hand timber. You can see the block where the motor would have sat. Now let's see if we can get out of here with this falling down again. Okay, right to the left. So this is some old houses, like this looks like a motor shed. Like a motor shed. Out the back of that is 2 toilets. Over there. And this has fell down. This looks like it was a residence. There's a fireplace just there. So this looks like it was one of the residences. And then there's a little house here. And the ceilings all fell down. Here's the kitchen. And over this side, it's just more rooms. A little bit of a pantry with shelving. Another room. So these old buildings are really interesting. And in here is those 2 foundations that would have driven motors. And since then it's been used for some sort of fertiliser and a bit of a workshop. Okay, let's head back to the bike and we'll head to Walgarock. Okay, so little look at this outstation. Quick look around. I have been here before in the car one time. So we'll head up to Walgarock. Walgarock's really interesting because it's a big rock for one, coming, and but it's got a whole heap of Aboriginal cave paintings, and one in particular has a boat on it, and no one knows how or who painted the boat, because we're a long way from the ocean out here. So yeah, just a little bit of interesting history that no one can explain. So Walker Rock's up here. I know what it'll be, 10 or 15 k's, so we'll go and take a look. So this is the cave where the art is, and it's all down this wall, so it's only a short walk from the gate. A few wildflowers still around. That no one can explain. It's a ship, and it's got some sort of hieroglyphics under the bottom that no one can understand. And no one knows if that's been put there later, whether it was Aboriginals or some stranded white person, who knows. But there's a history to it. If you want to look it up, just go online. There's a fair bit of information about it. And this runs the length of this cave. Yeah, quite interesting. And this path just continues back around on a circle. So that's the cave art that's at Walker Rock. I've been here a couple of times before. But if you're interested in that sort of thing, it is actually really interesting. So we'll head to Big Bell, then we've got to head to Kew, fuel up. I don't think I'm going to make it to Mount Augustus. I think I'm running out of time. It's about 427 k's from Kew. So if not, we'll just have to park up on the road somewhere. Okay. Whoop, cows. That's why. Need to keep an eye out. So I can see the tank stand of Big Bell. That's another thing. So that big tank used to feed the town. So we'll go in this back way. There's actually a car in front of us, and we'll go around and we'll end up at the hotel, which is the famous landmark of this ghost town. So there's some, you can see all the concrete pads and everything in there. This was quite a big, town. Be good to have the metal detector and see if we can find any coins. There's the hotel in the distance, you can see. And you can see through here all the old bits and pieces. There's a church just here. Church here on the right. It's quite a large town. Church just there on the right. There's someone camping over there next to that old building. Lots of pads, concrete pads, and bits of old buildings lying around. I don't know if I can get back on this road, can I? Even went out through to there. To bring the metal detector out here one day. Well, we'll go for a look-see at the hotel. Usually the fence is broken. Yep, it is. Fireplace. Looks like the cellar. Another fireplace, more rooms. So the second story upstairs there.